My name is Andrea Simon, and I'm the director of the End Violence Against Women Coalition. Standing firm in power and pride for me means recognising our collective power to bring about change and celebrating examples of leadership from Black women at all levels in organisations and within movements, and extending support to those women as a leader myself, and also receiving support from my other sisters in the movement and in the sector. I think that at the End Violence Against Women Coalition, the way in which we continue to be resilient and shape social change is by finding strength and power in coalition and solidarity. That's really what gives us that resilience to work towards social change each and every day, knowing that it will take time and there will be incremental steps towards the change that we want to see. Despite significant challenges, the movement to end violence against women and girls continues, and as a part of it, so do we. But we're always inspired by the resilience of survivors themselves, who share their stories and who push for changes through the most horrendous experiences, largely because they want to stop other women and girls going through what's happened to them. And the long history there has been of feminist movements that are creating the changes that we all want to see, and that have brought us so many rights and freedoms that we're able to enjoy today. I think it's part of being part of that history, and that longevity helps with the resilience and helps with the determination to carry on. The End Violence Against Women Coalition takes an intersectional lens to understanding how violence against women and girls impacts different women. Because while all women and girls are affected by the threat of male violence, our experiences are going to be shaped by other forms of discrimination that we may face, such as racism or homophobia. Our experiences, they can't be collapsed into a single picture of a woman or a single experience, because when that happens, you often default to white womanhood, and you end up ignoring issues that are facing racialized, working class, migrant, LGBTQ or disabled women. It's really important for us that we have a lens that views women through all of their complexity. We're rooted in Black feminisms, which have explored the ways in which Black and minoritized women are harmed, not only by men's violence, but sometimes by white women as well, in feminist movements, who can perpetuate racism and other forms of discrimination. In the violence against women and girls sector, you do see this playing out through unequal power dynamics between smaller specialist by and for organisations led by and for Black and minoritized women, and other organisations that are white-led, where sometimes you find work is co-opted, or the small organisations are expected to assimilate with larger, more well-funded, white-led organisations, and the huge demand that they have to meet for Black and minoritized women. It's not necessarily recognised in equal and fairly funded partnerships. So the ways in which racism can manifest within our own sector is very important when we're thinking about the way that we work collectively to end violence against women and girls. And that's why we would consider the way we work as always trying to hold anti-racist principles at the heart of what we do.